Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 11, Vishwarupa Darshan Yoga, Cosmic Form of Bhagavan Krishna, Verse 2. In the last verse, Arjuna said, Hare Krishna, after hearing from you the greatest secret of the self, that is knowledge of the self, my delusions have ended. There is no more delusion for me. That is what Arjuna said to Bhagavan Krishna. Now verse 2. Bhavapyayau hi bhutanam shrutau vistarasho mayam tvatta kamalapatraksha mahatmyam abhichavyayam. Bhavapyayau hi bhutanam shrutau vistarasho mayam. Arjuna says, Hare Krishna, you said all about the creations and destruction of the things and beings of this universe. How the things are created, how they are getting destroyed. Everything you told me. Tvatta Kamalapatraksha mahatmyam abhichavyayam. Ye Kamalapatraksha, I have also heard and understood your never-ending glories. Avyayam, it is not ending, it's continuous, perennial. So I understood about your glories. This is what Arjuna says in this verse. Hare Krishna, Hey Kamalapatraksha, you said all about the creation and destruction of things and beings, and also your never-ending glories. Maybe I could have finished the meaning of this verse with this. But the word Kamalapatraksha, describing the eyes of Bhagavan Krishna, is a very, very important one. Kamal means lotus. We all know. Patra means petal. Aksha means eyes. Lotus-shaped eyes. Kamalapatraksha. Bhagavan Krishna's eyes are lotus petal shaped. Big and wonderful eyes. Who will not fall in love for those eyes? There is one story about a wrestler. There was a powerful wrestler in a village by name. The name of the wrestler is Villidasan. In the same village, there was a beautiful lady. Her name was Ponnachi. Her eyes were extremely beautiful. So everyone in that village was longing for her looks. Will she look at me? That was the longing of all the villagers. The wrestler went and sought that lady in marriage, Ponnachi. She readily agreed because he was a powerful wrestler, famous wrestler. There was some festival in Srirangam, Trichy, which is in Tamil Nadu, one of the famous Divya Desams. So she wanted for Lord Ranganatha. Punnaji wanted to go and see that festival. Villidasan, after seeing her eyes, he could not take his eyes from her eyes. Always he was looking at her eyes. Such a beautiful eyes he has never seen. So he wanted to see her eyes only. He did a strange thing. What he did was, he was holding an umbrella over her head and walking backwards so that he was able to see her eyes always. She was walking in the front, he was walking backwards. Everybody was laughing at him. He did not bother. At that time, Saint Ramanuja, he happened to go through that street where the procession of Lord Ranganatha was going. So he saw this strange sight. Then he sent a word to this Villidasan. Immediately, because Ramanuja was highly respected. Acharya, he is an Acharya. So immediately Villidasan went and met him. Acharya asked him, why you are doing like this? Everybody is laughing at you. Villidasan said, "Oh my lord, I am unable to take my eyes from my wife. I can't see any other thing except her eyes. Such a beautiful eyes I have never seen. So I am looking at her eyes. I am least bothered about this world." So Acharya asked him with sympathy, "Suppose if I can show you more powerful and more beautiful eyes than her eyes, what will you do?" This was the question. Then he said, uh, "Naturally, if I see a beautiful, more beautiful eyes than the eyes of my wife, I will definitely fall in love with those eyes. Is there any doubt?" Then Ramanuja, with great sympathy, took him to the temple, Ranganatha temple, Sri Ranganatha temple, Trichy, and showed him the lotus-shaped eyes of Sri Ranganatha. Bhagavan Ranganatha also blessed Villidasan to see his real lotus-shaped eyes. Villidasan immediately fell in love with those powerful eyes of Bhagavan Ranganatha. He became a great devotee. So that was the story. Nammalvar, in his pasurams, he enjoys those beautiful lotus-shaped eyes. Lotus in Tamil means tamarai. Eye is kan. So tamarai kan, if I say, then it is lotus-shaped eyes. I am not going to give the meaning of all the pasurams. A few, I have selected a few, not the meaning of all the pasurams, but how the uh, Nammalvar, how he enjoys the beautiful lotus-shaped eyes of Bhagavan Krishna. That we are going to see. Wherever the Tamarai Kan, please remember the words Tamarai Kan. Tamarai means lotus, Kan means eye, lotus-shaped eye. Wherever Tamarai Kan comes, I will repeat twice. These are all pasurams from Nalayar Divya Prabandham, 4000 verses on Bhagavan Krishna. This is கங்குளும் பகலும் கண்துயில் அறியால் கண்ண நீர் கைகளால் இறைக்கும் சங்கு சக்கரங்கள் என்ன கைகூப்பும் தாமரை கண்ணென்னே தளரும் எங்கனே தரிக்கேன் உன்னை விட்டு என்னும் இருநிலம் கைத்துழாவிருக்கும் செங்கையல்பாய் நீர் திருவரங்கத்தாய் இவள் திறத்தன் செய்கின்னாயே. Here you must have noted Tamarai kannenne talarum, he says. This is on Srirangam. Tiruvarangattai. Tiruvarangam means Srirangam. Then next he says, En செய்கின்னாய் என் தாமரை கண்ணா என்னும் கண்ணீர் மல்க இருக்கும் என் செய்கே நெறிநீர் திருவரங்கத்தாய் என்னும் வெவ்வுயிர் துயிர்த்துருகும் முன் செய்த வினையே முகப்படாய் என்னும் முகில் வண்ணா தகுவதோ என்னும் முன் செய்தி உலகமுண்டு மீழ்ந்தளந்தாய் என்களோ முடிகின்றது இவட்கே. Again, he said in the first line, En செய்கின்னா என் தாமரை கண்ணா என்னும், that is the தாமரை கண்ணா means lotus shaped. Then Nammalvar says again, மாலுக்கு வையம் அளந்த மணாலர்க்கு நீலக்கருநிற மேகனியாயர்க்கு கோலச் செந்தாமரை கண்ணர்க்கு என் கொங்களரேல குழலி இழந்தது சங்கே. Here he says கோலச் செந்தாமரை கண்ணர்க்கு, beautiful eyes, lotus shaped eyes. Then he says வந்தாய் போலே வாராதாய் வாராதாய் போல் வருவானே செந்தாமரை கண் செங்கனிவாய் நாள்தோளமுதே எனதுயிரே சிந்தாமணிகள் பகரல்ல பகல்சை திருவெங்கடத்தானே அந்தோடியேன் உணபாதம் அகலகில்லேன் இறையுமே. Here this song is on Tiruvengadam, that is Tirupati. So here also he says சிந்தாமரை கண் செங்கனிவாய், lotus shaped eyes. Again, செங்கனிவாயின் திறந்ததாயும் செஞ்சுடர் நீன் முடி தாழ்ந்ததாயும் சங்கொடு சக்கரம் கண்டு கந்தும் தாமரை கண்களுக்கற்றுத் தீர்ந்தும் திங்களும் நாளும் விழா வராத தெந்திருப்பேரையில் விட்டிருந்த நங்கள் பிரானுக்கென் நெஞ்சம் தோழி நானும் நிறையும் இடந்ததுவே. Here also Tendirupperai, there is one famous temple in Tendirupperai which is also in Tamil Nadu. Here also he sees Bhagavan Krishna's eyes. தாமரை கண்களுக்கு கற்றுத்தீர்ந்து he says. Finally one more song, one more verse. பாமருமூ உலகும் படைத்த பற்பனாபாவோ பாமுருமூ உலகும் அளந்த பற்பபாதாவோ தாமரை கண்ணாவோ தனியேன் தனியாலாவோ தாமரை கையாவோ உன்னை எண்ணுகொள் சார்வதுவே. Wonderful verse this. He says பாமரு மூவுலகும் படைத்த பத்மநாபாவோ. Batmanaban, that is why I said Sanskrit and Tamil, they cannot be separated. They are one, and like husband and not even husband, body and life. Batmanaban is a famous Tamil word. Batma means lotus. Nabi means navel. Here he says பாமரு மூவுலகும் படைத்த பற்பனாபாவோ. That means the three worlds are created by Bhagavan Krishna. The beauty is Nabi means, I said, navel. Bhagavan Krishna, he directly did not create the world. He created it through Brahma. Brahma created all the worlds that we know. He also sits in lotus flower. So பாமரு மூவுலகும் படைத்த பற்பனாபாவோ. Then he says பாமரு மூவுலகும் அளந்த பற்பபாதாவோ. Again Batma Bada. Batma means lotus. Pada means feet. Pamaru Muvulagum Alanda. That means, are you the one who measured all the three worlds by taking Vamanavadar? Vamanavadar, he came with like a 7-year-old boy. His feet was like lotus feet. But once he said, okay, I will give thee whatever you wanted, 3 feet of land. Vamana became Trivikrama and measured all the 3 worlds. So he says, Pamaru Muvulagum Alanda, are you the one who measured with your lotus feet all the 3 worlds? Then he says, Tamarai Kannavo, your eyes are Tamarai Kann, that is lotus eyes. Taniyen Taniyalavo, Tamarai Kayyavo. Then he sees the hands of Bhagavan. That is also lotus. Lotus, when the lotus leaf, when it opens up, if you see the petals sidewards, it looks like hands. Tamarai kayyavo unna ennugol sarvadave. That means, whether it is when he sees Bhagavan, he sees completely lotus. Barpa nabhavo, that is Nabi Kamalam, is Batma, lotus. Then Batma Bada, its feet is lotus. Then eyes, lotus. Hands, lotus. Everything is lotus. Wonderful song. So, what I am trying to say is, the Bhagavan's eyes are very, very important. Kamalapatraksha. Eyes, Bhagavan's eyes are very important. Bhagavan Rama is also famous for his weapons. Bhagavan Krishna himself says in chapter 10 verse 31, Ramaha Sastra Brudamaham. That is, I am Rama. In the world of weapons, he said already, I am Bhagavan Rama. What is the weapon by which he made Sita Mata surrender to him? Bhagavan Rama is in one shot, he will always make his enemies surrender or kill them. You take Vali, only one arrow. You take Maricha, only one arrow. You take Kavandan, only one arrow. Sita Mata was also shot by one arrow. Bhagavan Rama's eyes are also like lotus petal shaped eyes. When he lifted the bow, the Shivadhanus, the bow, He gave a look after lifting the Dhanush, that is the bow. And then he gave a look from his eyes, lotus shaped eyes, to Sita Mata, who was standing in the balcony. His eyes were like an arrow. So those that look, it shot the correctly Sita Mata. He looked at her. Sita Mata immediately, instantly fell for him. After that, marriage was over. So Kamalapatraksha is a very, very important word. Hare Krishna. Can we have that look, Kadaksha, through your lotus shaped eyes? That is the prayer in this verse. Verse 2 again. भवप्ययौ हि भूतानां श्रुतौ विस्तरशो मया त्वत्तः कमलपत्राक्ष माहात्म्यमभिचाव्ययम्. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayan 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 Narayan